Let me plug my tablet in. I'm in. I can RP. Sorry I haven't been able to stream at 5 lately. I am still pushing for. I haven't updated my my Twitch thing yet though, so hopefully that's a good excuse. Why can't I hear this? Are they copyrighted? I think they had a copyright segment that needed to be muted. That's funny. Alright. If I remember correctly, maybe I should just look up a tutorial. I'm not necessarily sure how to draw. What is it? It's the facial structure would be something like this. Just to draw it. I'm not really sure how it's done. You blackboarded a map in PC6? I just recently learned what a blackboarder is. That's actually really cool. What map did you do? Here, go. Drawing tutorial. No, not tutorial, but guide. Oh, what? Oh, they maybe have like a step-by-step thing for it. Zooming in just randomizes it. Oh, okay. I guess like that. So there's 2 base circles. This seems really confusing. Or overwhelming, more or less. Oh, this makes it down here makes it all less confusing. Okay. Getting started. Basic proportions. Some may find it helpful to think of body proportions in terms of heads. 2 half heads. 2 half heads? Well, why'd they cut this portion off here? Dweeb's heads. What? 1 3/4 heads? Oh, I see what it is. Oh, I get it now. So what they're saying is that in this example, we're going to take 3 identical circles. Control C, Control V. Can I Control V it? No, I can't. I have to. Well, that just looks bad even for like a. Just for an example circle. Oops, Control C, Control V. Oh. Well, it looks different than the paint I use, usually. Me too. Balance, I'm gonna try blackboard each map. That's actually cool. I was actually thinking about doing the same thing, by the way, blackboarding all the maps, because I really enjoyed playing with you when we played, even though I was kind of bad at streaming it. Not in co-op though? That makes sense. Are there different black borders for co-op and 1v1s? Or like when you do it solo? Yeah, I think I'll just draw it as I can. So, what they're doing is they're just stacking the heads. They stack a half head. And this is body proportion right here. For the animal that we're doing, in the style that we're doing it. Which I didn't really think about how much of the head the actual proportion is, being this much. What is this? It's like 1.5 versus 1. Which is like crazy proportions. Okay. The bottom of the head and the top of the back are on the same line. He really drops. So, half head. Where's the half head line? Oh, that's just them literally. Okay, that's stomach. The stomach line is 1 3/4 heads down. Is 1 3/4 heads down. That's the stomach line? So if this is a half head, then you got 1 and then 3/4. 1, so that makes no sense. Oh, they point the line that they're using. This is like literally just one head's length, isn't it? The bottom of the head and the top of the back are on the same line. Heck, this is real difficult. So if I was just gonna go off of what I've seen so far, you take that back. You're not gonna try and go through. You're not gonna try and do the co-op versions.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars. But the dark gets lonely. Now I see violet. I can feel silence. And the dark's all that I see. When your stars are
Okay, maybe conversions are more important than I thought. These are more guidelines than rules. Feel free to experiment with proportions while keeping the basic body shape. Body shape, the bean. The bean? Do they really refer to it as the bean? It's funny. Actually, I think thinking of it as a bean it might actually be super helpful. So it's like chest. Are these half heads? They should really number these. I don't know what I'm looking at. Body shape of bean. The body shape resembles a kidney bean. Kidney bean? What? Am I gonna regret looking this up? Kidney bean. Okay, I'm just. Oh, okay, so it's just like a regular bean. If I don't do it on co-op, then I won't do the black border maps with you. Are you saying you want to do it in co-op with me? And are there separate black borders for co-op and single player? And yeah, I'd like to do it with you. I think that'd be fun. I'm really bad at the game. I don't have all the maps unlocked, by the way. Yeah, honestly, I was just gonna trial by fire it. Make sure, I remember last time we played, you were really willing to use your like monkey money while we were playing. Don't do that next time, because I'm willing to fail. I don't mind failing. Failing and restarting is just kind of part of the process. The body is, not that I don't appreciate it, by the way. I actually did appreciate that you were like willing to try and like get me my first win, but that's like, I kind of felt bad afterward because I knew I wasn't going to be able to pull it through. The body is made up of a front mass and back mass. The back mass is slightly larger. I currently have almost 4k monkey money. Still, save it for like when you're doing your, like getting all your black borders done or something, if you can even do that. Right, like save it for like something like an event, I don't know. I just don't want to waste your monkey money when I know I'm not going to make much use out of it. You're getting a new hero? Oh, that'd be cool. I think that before I start my black border runs, like serious black border runs, I want to make sure I have all the monkeys unlocked with all their paths unlocked, like done, like all the XP needed to have all that. And then I also want to unlock all of the heroes. And then I believe it's a chimps difficulty, which if I understand chimps correctly, you can't use any external money or like money systems or anything. So going out using your monkey money to continue to run, or using any power-ups or items that would otherwise not be accessible outside of their store system is not allowed. So I want to get all the regular stuff out of the way, and I want to start the chimps runs. Like seriously after that. But right now I'm drawing. How much bigger? How big is this circle supposed to be compared to this circle? This is a 1, how much? Is it, so if this is a 1, is this supposed to be like a 0.9? And this supposed to be like a 1.2 or something? Actually, that would make no sense. Would it just be a 1 itself? Like 2? Or maybe a 75 and a 1? No powers, selling, and monkey knowledge. And 1 life. No powers, selling, and monkey knowledge. So monkey money's allowed in a chimp run? That seems kind of dumb. Kind of removes the whole achievement. Focus on the... Okay. I missed the order here. A twisted body beam. What? Where's my... So right here, this is a twisted body beam. What is... Focus on keeping the shapes rounded. That makes sense. The body beam can be reduced to 3 curved lines. The initial, the neck, the rump. Oh, and then it maintains throughout perspective, as long as you're maintaining the proportion. But I still don't understand the proportion necessarily. It looks like the back one is still smaller than the head by a significant amount, so it's looking like this is like a 0.5, and this is like a 0.75, like an extra 25 value onto that. The body beam can move and flex. So I guess I should practice just connecting them, right? And then this one's slightly bigger, and I want like I want something like this. So maybe if I draw it slowly, even though it'll be kind of wobbly. The next. Did that work? I don't think that came out very well. Sparky butt. That's funny. No powers in 1 life. I said no powers. Buy powers? MM buy powers? Oh, so monkey money buys powers? Where did my pen just go? Oh my god, it went under my computer. I didn't even know it could go under my computer. What the heck? There's a gap under there. I didn't realize. Okay, I see it. Okay, I have to like grab something to like push it out with. Come on. Oh heck. I need like a pencil. Or oh, I have a metal straw. I knocked my pen under my computer. Okay, I got it. I'll have to be careful about that. I can't just throw my pen all over the place anymore. I'm using a drawing tablet, by the way. That's why I need the pen. Alright, vectoring. But so it's a combination of 3 perspective spheres, or each serve. Oh, so you can twist the 2 spheres? That makes sense. Okay, let me... Okay. So if I just get the height right... What does that look like? I don't necessarily understand how I'm supposed to guesstimate the size of the initial sphere. Or the second one, really. But... as far as I can tell, it's one of those just don't overthink it things. Okay, I really can't draw a circle. If I do it fast, it looks more rounded. And then I have to decide what the perspective would look like. And then I can twist it, right? What would a twisted one look like? And then I have this point here, and this point here would be connected. How do I draw it? What if I put them both inward like this? What would this look like? This makes no sense. I'm so bad at drawing, it's crazy. Okay, this is what I'm trying to do. But I'm trying to like, kind of like spin it like, what would the degree be? Like 90? I guess it would be like, I'm trying to like spin it like this if this was the top right here. Top. Bottom. I'm trying to like spin it. But I'm like struggling to draw this angle on my hand in a smooth way that doesn't just either do this or do like something like that. And what I want is that. Okay, well now with my phone it's like I'm getting one of these. Like I don't understand. Maybe I just need to get slower. Well, that just looks terrible. I'll count that.
And I've been chilling, watching the ocean with you, baby, up with a slow motion crew.
Just cheating?
I don't know. Change, but not us. And we just chilling, kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the monsoon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey.
So, why is it so hard? They do it so easily, like, they just do it all in one little line. I wish I could zoom in more. I mean, I did a little bit, but I wanted to zoom in a lot. Oh, they are usually doing multiple strokes. So even like their little lines, they do multiple. looks a little bit better. I'm missing something. Initial. So this line includes chest and like stomach. Yeah, let me check my phone, make sure I'm not missing any messages. Okay, looks like I'm good. But my phone lies to me. Sometimes it just doesn't get messages. So then I have the neck and back line. Is this the neck line? Where? Neck and back lines right here. It's in between them, right? Is this the neck and back line? Neck and back line. There's like a secret line right here. Which is like this is like the butt line. And then it looks like there's for circles they use the perspective lines but don't necessarily explain them. Fifth time, legs are not straight. Pony legs are curved cylinders. Curved cylinders that expand. Legs are thicker at the bottom and narrower at the body attachment. I'd probably just choose halfway marks, right? Just like cut the sphere in half and then attach at the base on both sides. No, that's more human. What I'm looking for is probably like something like that. So draw a 3-dimensional sphere. And then I want to connect at the halfway point. For the 25% marks right here, and here. I think that makes sense, right? That it fits. 3. I want to check here and here. It'd be 0, 25, 50, 75, 25, and then 100. So I want to connect at the 25 and 75 marks of the 50% of the circle's mass. Like, or circumference. Like, I want to cut the circumference of the circle in half, then further cut it into quarters, and then at the 25 and 75 is where I want to put the legs. Legs are thicker at the bottom and narrower at the body attachment. I draw the body beam before adding the legs. And then shoulder. Okay, so there's a shoulder attachment, an elbow attachment, all equal length apparently. There's a wrist attachment and knuckle attachment. And it looks like it's all pretty free flowing. Equally spaced, with this having a little bit of leeway space. I'm assuming this part can like squish and expand depending with the floor. Alright. think proportionally this makes sense, right? If this is a value of like 1 along this line, this would probably be like 1.1, but would it be an exponential or linear growth? I really don't know. I guess it would have to be linear for a while and then exponential. In terms of like growth length. Well, what did I just do? So I'm assuming there's a flexion max, and it seems to be a little under 90, so like maybe like an 85. So can I just max bend at 85 for each of these? So what are we doing? I think what am I looking at? Looking at something like this, and I think I'm gonna this would be perfectly straight, and then could I go? So this is straight in terms of this being the reference, then okay, I would set 45. If a 90-degree flexion is going to be the max, then I want to do this, right? I need to mute notifications here. Only at mentions, suppress levels, highlights, events. I'd like it if this gave me notifications like that. What is the... should I just follow... I think here I should follow a different reference. Because I can't assume each joint is going to have the same level of flexion. I could do soft flexion pretty safely.
You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus. I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head.
Does this make sense? I don't think this makes sense proportionally. It looks like it's a little past the head though, right? Head. And this is like a head plus some.
I've been stuck on memory, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it.
Then the red joints are being actively bent by muscles. And they give some examples of just them being around and moving. Raised shoulders, pony forelegs can act in human-like ways. Foreleg rotation, so hoof sole upward. So I should probably have... So that would mean the shoulder on this side has been raised. Oh, this one is kind of slumped. Oh, this one then just kind of slump down, hold the rotation of the body.
I just need to clear my head. I just need to.
Should I be doing something with this? I really haven't given this any sense of volume. I think the issue is I kind of drew noodles. I didn't overlap them. I didn't lap the muscle over the. I was gonna say skin, but I guess it's technically skin now. How would I do this here? Should I just noodle it? Should I just noodle it the whole way? This is so hard. So what am I thinking? I'm thinking. I need to treat them more like joints rather than curving points. Will this make sense? Oh, and mess that up. I guess it would make sense if we were looking from like this perspective, inward. Or like from away from them. What was I looking for? It's not necessarily what I was looking for. I was looking for more like, I guess I should have determined my perspective sooner, right? How do you determine perspective? I guess viewing point. So let's say this is the window which I look through, and then I place the body part. I guess that's how you do it, right? For the... I don't know. Yes, would this be the base of the body right here? And then... how would I end up seeing the inside right here? Nothing really says that would make any sense. I guess I should decide on the pose before I even start drawing the circles, right? Because then I can just clearly draw it out. So where would the overlapping portion be? Makes sense just to like noodle arm in this example. I think it does. I think this part. I think this part's too thick though, because it's kind of more thick than this portion. When this right here, the base right here, is supposed to be the thickest part. Can I just round it out all the way then? Or something like this? But how do you give it volume? How do they do it? Do that? I guess they don't necessarily give it volume without, because you just have to add a base onto it, right? I guess that gives it volume in terms of like layer, but not like three-dimensional volume. It's like as if you were to put two pieces of paper on top of each other and say, yeah, that's volume. Actually, I could draw little spheres, half spheres on it, and then it looks like it has a little more volume. I guess that's the point of this right here, this little. Or the curvature of the end bits. Okay, I think. Let me just try tracing something they did. They drew a circle. Oh, they did the little quadrants like I did the quadrants. So, start off with a circle. We kind of gave the circle perspective. Then, I guess it would be on the lower portion, wouldn't it? And then not the 50% line, but the raised 75% line. So, same here. Those would be the two connecting points. This one comes from the outside, but I just don't see it like that. That doesn't really make much sense. Yep, little tiny baby arms. What do you think? My arms are all little. Why did the music stop? Because they have a copyrighted segment in their non-copyrighted playlist. We have... what do they have next? Should I draw the joints? 1, 2, 3, 4. this one is just like a general curve.
Life kept spitting at my feet and forced me down a dead end street when all I had went up in flames.
Looks like they drew the middle one.
And all the dark remains. I cover up every part of my skin. Oh, sound like the person within. Oh, I know I'm the one to blame. All I can
That's what I was missing. The actual pitch for the between joints, because you know it's not just two overlapping joints. So there's actually like a dip right here. Like if you were to like look into your armpit or something. So what you actually do something like this. It's like a circle and then just like that. So we just gotta like dip it inward. Like that. Look at that! This looks so much better. Thank you for the dinosaurs. Cool. So, get all that. Go ahead and... How do I do this? How do they do it? It says all that, now I've gotta redo it. And we had a cut line.
sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. Oh no.
This is like impossible.
Empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off.
The red joints are being actively bent by muscles, while the other ones are like in a more neutral position.
Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to
Like that? Does that look good?
silver, no more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started.
No. I don't think I made the elbows pretty well there. Oh, I dropped my... Probably want... Oh yeah, it curves in a little bit there. So the elbow's kind of sharp.
Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights. Tired and true
Like
to
that?
lies.
Makes no
Gotta
sense.
get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run off and fly. And I tell myself it's fine to be alone. Just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more
That's like hard. That's really hard.
killers. Take me
Should I zoom in?
unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started. Get me out of now.
I also curved this part in too much.
To where we started.
But how? I think I just gotta go over it.
Get me out of now. To where we started. Oh
I think I'm just gonna screw it with black.
no.
looks a little bit better. I did one. Let's do the other. Gotta do orange. I think they just noodle it, right? Is extended? Well, it makes no sense for this to be bigger than this one. Oh, because this one's in front, so it'd be bigger. Because of how perspective works. I think for now this is fine. As long as I understand that this is supposed to be a little bit bigger, I can do it better in the future. I think I should make this line. I think I should make like this line right here be the belly line instead of have a side line like I did this way. So instead I can kind of put the belly line down here, just like that. That makes more sense because then I can do the proportions on legs easier. Same thing, like kind of with how I did it with the arms, where I'll just point the belly somewhere rather than point the side outward. Okay. What am I looking at? I'm looking at a knee. The knee is roughly in line with the underside of the body. The knee. Oh, I get it. So the hip and the knee are what? Are inside the body then? When would it ever be seen then? The leg shape is affected by the forces acting on it. Knee, hip, ankle, toe. Meaty thigh. So, what am I looking at? Is it on the side? Where's the hip? Where's the hip face? Oh, it's toward the back? So it would be placed right here? This one would be kind of right toward the bottom. Here. Where would this be placed? Let's say we have a basic XYZ where there's like X, Y, Z. Then I kind of want this point right here, kind of forward, more toward me. How would that look then? I guess it'd be like right here, right? Because it's supposed to be pushed forward, so it'd be maybe like right here. Not on this line, but it looks like they actually did this line how I did it, where they did the side one, or the side perspective. I think I got the line wrong, but let's just pretend like I did. And then this one is directly back? No, it's at an angle. The leg shape is affected by the forces acting on it. Oh, and there's no forces, just downward pressure. There's still this little thing right here. You can squish it too. I just want a basic shape. It looks like they make this part sharp. So what would it look like? Right here. Meat. So this part's probably like that, right? Yeah, similar to like these two beans where the back one is bigger than the front one. Like this? Like that? I think so. Goodness, this is actually like impossible. There we go. Something like that? Does that make sense? What I know so far, so this is what would be the most would be the most in the forefront. Probably this would be the most forefront. This would be the second, and then this would be third. So front, back. Okay, so I used to be top, and then bottom. So this wall would be above this wall, and would connect like this. And then same thing here. So when I draw the... How do I get far back to get rid of that one arrow, man? Okay, I'll get rid of that. I'll just get rid of it. There's no way it's all back there. Nah. Actually, where'd you even want to go? Are you trying to figure out? It was more of a curiosity question. It wasn't a logistics one. I might.
That's what you want to go for. Where do you want to go, buddy? I'm trying to figure out what's the right answer to this question.
What's the right answer to this question? What involves us getting a rejuicer your bike?
What's the right answer?
No, there's not a right answer.
What the fuck? McDonald's? It's closed. Albertsons? It's open.
Well, no, there's no right answer.
Oh, okay, well, it's racist, bro.
Okay, my bad. I didn't mean to be racist. Sometimes, something starts coming. Demons. Holy cow, did this come out wonderful or what? Look at that. It looks so good. Bottom port leg isn't long enough, but let's just say I overperformed when just scribbling here. I want to do something like that. And you just round it out, right? I think that's exactly how I want to do it. So what would be the most in the forefront for this hand with what I know now? It'd probably be something like this. 2, 3, top, back, bottom? No, top, bottom. In terms of layering it on. So I also think I also had a clear purpose for all of these joints, knowing that a hip is supposed to be thicker here. The forearm is supposed to be relatively even. So it'd be like, this would be like a 2. This down here would be like a 1. And then this right here would be maybe also a 1, while this down here would be like a 1.2 or maybe even a 1.5. But for the forearm, it kind of looks like it's just supposed to be like a 1, maybe like a 1.2, 1.3, and then it's like 1.4 before it gets to the actual like hand portion, which is like exponentially grows toward the end until it hits like a 1.6 or something. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1.6. So it's like it grows the most kind of like here. So I guess technically wouldn't this be like a 1.45 then? I think that would make the most sense. Should I draw the back leg on? Probably. Oh, I didn't realize those... do these naturally tilt inward right here? These like back ones? Does that make sense? I guess it would make sense, right? Because then I could do something like this. I think it makes sense for how it's supposed to look. But do horses usually... do they usually lean like this? Kind of get something like that. Does that make sense? Okay. By the way, I'm making a lot of progress, which is kind of nice. Then this portion's relatively even, but not, and like thin, but thinner than the forearm portion. Should look like that. This is the top, back. Kind of similar to this one. I think I can just scribble this on now. A little more experience, and it should look relatively like decent. Now that I understand it. Scribbling out doesn't look as nice though. Come on now. So let's at least start it from the right portion. Yeah, we got another color. There we go. And then overlap in this case. So this portion. That would mean, and since it's kicking upward, like something like this. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think the hind legs are actually a lot easier than the front legs. Because the front legs, they, on real horses, where is that? It's actually similar to the hind legs, but in this cartoon style, rather than you getting a very thick base to like, start from when you draw it, you get a very small base, but they serve relatively the same function, but with different proportional sizes, and I just don't really know how to make that work. So I think we get something similar when it comes to overlapping parts in terms of perspective, where like this is the most at the forefront and this is kind of behind, unless you can kind of get the inverse where it's just putting this in the most forefront because this part tilts backward naturally. And this would be at the farther portion, kind of like if you had this initial square be the camera, and this front, and this, despite it being closer, is kind of what the object you look at, and then you kind of get the same thing over here. I don't think I got the extended feeling. It kind of looks like they're climbing up something, kind of like a ladder. I'm not gonna lie. This isn't necessarily what I was going for, but at least it makes sense. Yeah, I think I could give this more of a kick motion, but I just don't think I gave it the correct line. So this one you can kind of tell is like they're like just standing here like this along like this kind of groove line, and then this line was supposed to be like kind of like this where they're kicking outward, but I didn't realize I was gonna have to lower this joint right here on the back end to make that happen, because it would make sense, because rather than shrugging upward it would actually extend outward, and then so it would pull naturally, and like, so not necessarily pull, but like this sphere right here would twist, thus pulling this one out here and this one over here. So like this would be the right leg, and this one right here would be the left leg, and it would twist, and that's how you would find the position of this initial joint. And I didn't do that correctly, thus it's and then I don't think I extended this much right here, because I know it can, what you're looking for is a little less than a 9-degree max angle, so this would be like an 85, or maybe even like a 75. Actually, what would a 75 look like? It would be like, this would be like a 50, and this would be like a 75. I think 75 is like a safe angle, but I'm looking for more like an 80 in terms of a maximum flexion, and then this, then like it's, oh, there's this. And then we can look at the base non-flexion, or like normalcy, as something more like this in terms of all 90s. But you can see where I can extend this one outward a lot more than I did to make what I want happen. Because I kind of like did it at a 45 and I could have pushed it to an 80. And thus I could have made a straighter kick outward. Okay. At certain angles, spheres can help with thigh placement on the body. Let's get it kind of flat. Oh wow, I can do this with pen. Oh, that's nice. Different hoof types. Different hoof types. Oh, I see. You can do the regular line, which is like the only, so this first one right here, where you like here. Let me grab the red. So like this one on the bottom left of the screen. You can tell the correct version is to do it like this, where you put the little thing like here and like it's all cute and like tubular, like a party, like not a party, a pool noodle tube, and it's all perfect and stuff. Or you can make it ugly and disgusting by like adding on like these, making it look like this instead. Or you could make it also look ugly and disgusting by like giving it one of these. You like kind of do that. Or you can do a combination of the two. In other words, make it a little bit more realistic. I think more realistic. Like this? Is that what they did? Looks like they gave, it's almost as if they added like a whole new pool noodle like this. There. So they cut off this portion right here to give a raised portion to the back. And then they do that? Is that what they did? No. Looks like it is just how it usually is, but like this, like it's this, but you do that. And then you can also do that if you'd like. And that's kind of like how they got it. So it's similar to this one, but you connect it and give it a little depth if you can. Okay. Why did that? Okay. Watch out for missing joints. Whap, 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 whap. Oh, that makes sense. You want to make sure you get all the joints. Equidistant joints are a lot more difficult. I'm not gonna lie, because that's just not how real horses work, and my frame of mind is thinking in terms of real horses. Adding tails. Oh, you just make a diagonal. So diagonal from the base, cut straight through, and it'll be right here. Tails are attached to the back body mass at roughly a 45-degree angle. The heavier the tail, the more apparent gravity effects. Oh, so this tail wouldn't be necessarily as much of a problem, like a little thing like this wouldn't be necessarily as big a problem, otherwise it's easier to lift upward and keep at its neutral, the neutral like line, which would be in terms of the curve of the body, right? So the body moves like this, thus it would be able to maintain its perfect position, but be slightly off regardless, so it'd be more like this. So, give the line right here, and then kind of droop it a little bit, like this. But if it was longer, you don't want to drop it more due to gravity, unless you get something like this. But it looks like there is a secret joint that lifts upward, right? That's what I'm thinking. Because what it's showing is that regardless, you always kind of get this like curve, and then whether or not it drops down immediately, or just kind of doesn't at all. Oh, you know what? You could just cut it at any portion. So let's just draw in full. And then right here you can see gravity's affecting it less, gravity's affecting more, 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 and then it spreads out like this, or kind of just drags along on the I think that's how they're drawing it. Ponies have a tailbone, so the tail does not droop immediately. The tail attachment is rounded. Wait. Ponies have the tailbone, so the tail does not droop immediately. Okay, so it's resting on the tailbone. The tail attachment is rounded. Notes on body perspective. Oh, they drew a little square under them. You can draw a square out on the ground to plot where hooves go. Oh, that helps with perspective a lot, because then you can just treat the entire drawing as a, it's kind of like a cube. The perspective cube. Alright, so you got the hoof 1, hoof 2, 3, hoof 4. Turn it into a cube. Identical cube on top, and that's the perspective of your pony. And thus you can kind of layer out the joint, the overlapping joint portions accordingly, right? So you can either make this longer or shorter. If you look right here, you can either make it longer, make it shorter, kind of depending on how deeply you're looking at it. So if you're looking at more from like the side, looking at more from the side angle, so if you were to look down here, if you were to look at it, like let's say this is you and you're looking at it just kind of straight on, these lines would be shorter. But let's say you were over here, like toward this side, not directly center, but rather looking diagonally into it, these lines would be a lot longer, just to kind of give you that depth. That makes a lot of sense. Line overlaps create the illusion of depth. Okay, and I understand how to choose the length of those line overlaps as well. Oh. Once you are comfortable with proportions, experiment with drawing ponies from different angles. So I just have to draw full on. Okay, that's like impossible. It may be difficult at first, but keep practicing. And I'm assuming they just drew these like, this was like nothing to them, right? Like this took them no time at all. Like, hey, I'm gonna draw this. And like, this was them. They're like, oh, yeah, time to do. I just gotta draw the circles. Don't forget this circle. And then there was like, okay, time to connect the lines. And then here's a perspective line. And then they just connected them all up like this, all nice and fancy like. They got a little nose. Give it a little smile. Draw the eyeballs. Get the unicorn horn. Don't forget the tailbone. And then they did this. They got the joints where they went whoop, boop, boop, boop. And boop, boop. Same thing, but equidistant lines with a basically noodle proportion until the end, in which it kind of expands outward. Yippee! And this little sketch, and the amount of time, or like how quickly I'm doing it, is kind of how quickly they're doing it, right? But theirs looks way better because they're like crazy and stuff. Give a little kick outward. And that's a pony, or a unicorn. Don't forget to give the eyeball parts, and don't forget to give it some hair. Because I can definitely draw hair, right? Oh man, no, drawing here is impossible. I can't even see it anymore. It just looks like a bunch of scribbly red lines. Well, I did not draw a head even once, apparently. So I'm still stuck in that department. I'd just be impoppable on a map, and I don't want to be on Earth anymore. Is that like harder than the chimps mode? Also, did you notice how much progress I made? Look at all this. I learned so much. I I learned that this is like a noodle, and that this is like a circle, and that noodles aren't circles. Nope, right before it. Oh, really? Nice. But yeah, so like this right here, this is a noodle, and this over here is a circle. This right here is a bean. This is a tail. Yep, that's all I learned. Okay, if I just actually go over what I learned, I guess I learned a little bit about heads, like basic head proportions. Or this is like a, what is it? It was a, you cut it into thirds, and this is a 1/3, right? That's what you're supposed to do. Oh, it's a 2.5. Okay, so it is a half head. Yeah, and then you give it a good half head. And this is the height of the that you're supposed to kind of go off of. And then for length, I'm pretty sure it's just like the same thing, right? I'm fairly certain it's like this. When you're supposed to be deciding the length, it's like the same thing. The bottom of the head and the top of the back are on the same. Oh, maybe it's supposed to only be 2 heads. So like, let's say this is a head, and then what you do is just draw another head. So like, kinda, so like, let's say this line here, this is a head, and then you just give another head. And then, kinda like that. Why is it just zooming? How do I not zoom in? And this is kind of like how you would determine the size of everything, right? And this would kind of be like size. So this would be a value of 1, this would be a value of 1. This right here from here to here would be a value of 1. This will also be a value of 1. And then you got like this little gap right here, which is would be the value of like 0.5. Yeah, that makes sense. And I can't go back any further anymore because it just decided to no longer let me do that. So I guess whatever I just drew right there will have to stay. Let me save this. Save as where would this go? Go under users. This one. Where is pictures? Pictures. Gracious. Then screenshots, right? Screenshots. Drawings. Dot. 622. 6/2024. Oh yeah, wait, you can't put slashes, I just remembered. 6/22/2024. Save. Okay. And now that I've done that, I should be able to just close this up. Click, 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 boop, all that. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure to put dates on these from now on. Oh, you can open it in Paint? I forgot when I drew this. I think this is when I was just trying to figure something. I was trying to copy what someone else drew. File. New. And then you just zoom out, zoom in, bucket tool, fill it all up, get back to work after. How far out is it supposed to be in terms of like head length? So it's a half head out from center, and that's how you choose nose position? What? Oh, they gave the proportions right here, didn't they? Oh, I feel silly. I estimated wrong here. It's 1 1/3 of a 3/4 of a head. So it's like a 1.75. So like this portion to here. So this would be like a 2 point. What? This would be 2 point. Oh, cheating. There it is, 5. This would be like a 2.5, and the length of this would be like a 1.75, meaning it's taller than it is wide. Which I didn't expect, actually. Not sure why, but I thought it would have been wider than it is tall. So they drew a circle. They do what here? They're just gonna draw the ear on. They cut in half, and it just kind of goes out a little bit. In proportion to what, though? What is this supposed to represent? I think 1, 2. Do they just cut them up like that? So let's say I cut in half, give 2 lines. Would it just be like the length of like that much? I think it would. And then in terms of how far in it goes, I think you just cut this in half right here to get how far in it would go. This would be half, so this like this portion right here is like 1 point, or no, it'd be 0.125. This right here would be like a 0.25. Then you give it a little smile somewhere in there, about halfway from center. So cut in half again, so halfway from center. So let's say this is overall is 0.5, about halfway. Then would be 0.5, cut it in half, and you get like a 0.25. And that's where you choose where the mouth goes. Hello. Yay. What about the eyes? How do you do the eyes? The eyes seem to just be ovals that are on a tilt. But how much of a tilt? I guess it depends on the head, right? So draw the head. Guesstimate mouth position. We know how to make it look better if it needs to. Well then, what would this part be, like this? How do you determine the curvature of that? Oh, I see. You just make another sphere within the sphere. This. Where this is kind of like a flat point between there, so, or rather, here, and here. And then you would just make a circle inside of it. Why is it being so difficult? Why is it doing that? That is actually so annoying. What part did I mess up? Can it really just stop doing that? Like, please. Like, heck off. What is clicking that? Where is that on my thing? What is making that happen? Is it just me holding it down that does that? Why? How do I disable that? I don't want my pen to be able to right click, the heck? I have the drivers, right? Okay, things for replace proportions. Some may find it helpful to think of the body proportions in terms of heads. From so many perspectives so easily. Maybe I had the right answer all along. And instead of cutting it like this. Oh, I don't like that keybind. It's just my Z, right? Do I have another keybind for it? Oh, I just press Z again, it goes away. Perfect. Okay. Why did my thing never reopen? I'm gonna see if this next banana is good. I went and grabbed 2 bananas from my kitchen, but the first one I opened up is kind of like terrible. So oh, this one looks good. It tastes kind of old, but it's still good. What am I trying to do here? Draw the eye. So the eye is diagonal, not a perfect 45. My guess is like, what would it be? Not like an 80 by any means, but what would I want? I guess I'd want 45, I know that. I want maybe a 75. 75? Yeah, I think I do. Now what about the ear? Ear's the same thing, right? The hair's gonna look real bad, but I'm trying to make it look good right now. What was I doing? Oh yeah. I think I want to do that. No, that makes no sense. I think I made one of the lines just really bad. Let me get rid of all these numbers on the screen. Oh no, I just deleted everything now. I just want to get rid of one of the numbers. Okay, let me bring this all back. Got that. Put the 75. Oh, sorry. 75. That's kind of like how I want to do the eye, right? That's so annoying. How do I go backwards? I don't want to zoom in more, I want to unzoom. Again, I don't want to use my mouse to do it. Weird. That's not it. It's just getting increasingly more and more inconvenient to just go and use my mouse instead of this pen. Not gonna lie. And then I think this, I think I should determine the hairline. The hairline would be like this, and then, so I would come out here at the end of the hairline, follow inward right here. Sit on top of the ear placed above the eye, or maybe alongside the eye, right? Like humans? Alongside the 75 mark on the eye. So we're looking at like right here. So eye 50, 75. 75 mark, base of the ear. Then put the hairline in. That hair makes sense. Let's just do a clean draw. Why does it look like that? It looks so bad. Because I drew it fast? Because I drew it with my pen, maybe? No, it's because I drew it fast. Oh yeah, that makes sense, because it's dots per inch, and the faster you go, the wider spread the dots are, right? No, wouldn't it just be the amount of dots you cross, or so you make more dots rather than space them out? That's how I thought it was. Or... No, because so you are still crossing many dots, but due to polling rate, it only sees select dots dependent on speed. So if you're going slow, it would see each dot. But if you're going faster, it would see this. And like so on and so forth. And that's why it's giving me these like weird cuts right here. It's because I'm going fast. Like there are still technically dots in between, but the polling rate makes it so that I only really see the big changes. Or not, sorry, but rather it updates the position of the cursor only every so often. Which you wouldn't think is much of an issue on the polling rate that I have my stuff's at 0, right? I don't really know how to tell what the polling rate of my tablet is, but you can kind of tell it's not that good. How come this part came out so smooth? Right here, was I just drawing it real slow? Looks like it. actually is just that smooth though. Like, yeah, I don't know what's happening. What's up with my map? What's up with my thing? Working area and mouse mode game mode. Is that what I need to do here? Oh, it's not what I need to do. Pressure sensitivity, linear. Press key. Valid. I did not mean to do that. Okay. General blue. Start my automatic updates. Device. What am I doing? What am I doing? As soon as... Did this problem exist before I opened up the tablet drivers? I don't think it did. But it's existing even when I move slow now. Which kind of sucks when it wasn't existing at all not too long ago. So, guess I'll just live with it. So you just draw a circle starting from the top right so that you kind of get this effect where then you have to scoop back upward alongside the back of your hand. So if you just do it like this, it comes out too much like a real circle. So what we're looking for is something that starts over here. Oh, really, that's so annoying. Like, look how sharp those like little jaggeds are. Why is it doing that? Circle over here. They just cut that part out. Here. This. Back to that. 75. Draw a circle. Determine hairline. I don't want a V. I want just like a regular one. I should probably determine where the ear is first. But how do I determine the size of the ear? It looks like it's larger than a half head. So, boop. Maybe it is a half head. It starts, goes up a bit, it goes up a half head, and then it comes down all the way to center. That. The wrong one. I think it's mostly. I'm gonna kill this fucking thing. Hecking thing, I mean. It's my bad. was hoping I could undo zooming in, but it doesn't look like that's possible. Something like that. I think that looks good. I'm not gonna mess with my marker size again like I did last time. I really want to though. This is gonna take a bit. It's just too inconvenient to mess with the size of the marker all the time. Probably actually gonna make use of that line right there. Then you just go whoop, like that. Draw a line outward. It'll kind of look like Babs, but nothing wrong with Babs. Here. I think that looks right. Okay, it actually kind of looks terrible, but I don't know. Okay. I think in terms of progress, just being able to do like a head like this is pretty good. Ah, I see what happened. I was more zoomed in here, that's why. That's why when the updated position happened, it wasn't as drastic looking. Look how smooth this looks. I'm doing it at such a fast speed. But since I'm more zoomed in, the grid I'm looking at is a lot more condensed. Because it's just simply drawing more lines, and then when I zoom out, all those like little edges and stuff don't look as bad. I think that's what's happening. I'm just too zoomed out when I'm drawing, which means my canvas might be just too large. There we go. That's good progress so far. I think this looks pretty clean. Nothing as good as my friend Pinky could do it. My friend Pinky could probably do this and be like, that looks really bad. Domo, why are you so bad at this? I'm like, well, what do you mean? I gave effort. Also, someone said was like really like checking my viewer count a lot. I honestly have no idea how to do that. Like I always pretend like I'm just like streaming to like 5 viewers at a time, even though I know I'm not. But I literally have no idea how to check. Like I click here and it shows like all these users that are either like not there or just maybe some bots. I have no idea. But I know I always have you technically listening to the background RP. Whether it be intermediately while doing other things or actively here. So I don't know. I am curious on how to check that sort of thing, check how many viewers I have. Not that it would necessarily change much in terms of logistically how I'm doing things outside of just hurting my ego. I don't know. What do I want to do? Do I just want to draw a full one now? Like a full body? What is the file size that I'm doing right now? Save as PNG. 11, 9 PM 6-2220-2024. Control C. File is not valid. Why not? I see. It's that symbol, right? Yeah, there's that symbol. It's still readable as it is, so it looks good. How longer do I have in this month? How do I don't want this notification trigger. Oh my god, gosh, that seems like too much effort. Okay. And maybe I'll use a different drawing tool. Let me see, I've got 10 minutes left on stream. Something I could draw that just says, good effort, you're able to now scribble effectively. In truth, I think the real things I'm really worrying about aren't necessarily like the quality of my eye, because I think the quality of your ability to like quickly do something doesn't matter too much, but what matters is your ability to do it proportionally and smooth. Like, if I want to draw a straight line, it should kind of look like this, not gonna lie. Like, I kind of did really good there, but if you were to do a curve or like this, like, and then also just kind of choosing where the apex of it is effectively, like this, I wanted a fairly centered one, I did it. Over here, I was trying to do another fairly centered one, but I ended up with it over here. So like, kind of just being able to like fairly get it right, but for some reason I'm getting a double apex with a flat segment in the middle. And I think I'm just really struggling here. In kind of that department. I want to be able to be like, oh, okay. Let's say I'm drawing like an arm. I want to be like, okay, the apexes of it will be here. Its length is going to be from here to here. Thus, I'll just do that. And I kind of want to, so apex, here. Rather, apex of the arm, apex is there, the arm, apex is there. And kind of just be able to do this and get like a general shape correct. And then to be able to do something like this. Oh, this is really hard. Oh my goodness. I'm literally just trying to draw like a line with like a slight curve in it like this. Like that's literally impossible. Like I'm just trying to do a straight line, but with like an almost straight line with a curve that goes out that way. This is... Come on, I'm not even... Okay. Is that close enough? Not really, is that? What if I just Oh! There you go. Sort of? The issue is I think I'm not making it wide enough. No, I don't want that much. I want like more of a side profile. Like, how am I supposed to draw that? Like that? There we go. Nice and wobbly. Zoomed out, it still looks wobbly. In fact, it probably looks worse zoomed out than it does look zoomed in. Oh. But the original point is like, I'm just trying to be able to like draw something quickly, but have it still look good. Like, I guess you don't want to start with the most forward portion and then that. Draw the initial line, curve it. Line it out like that. Wow. I didn't realize I improved to this amount yet. I'm not gonna lie, this is coming out way better than I thought, just for as a quick draw. What is it? Joints look like this, right? Yeah. But this one's kind of straight down. Unless put to like a 45 or otherwise. Actually, this one could probably go all the way, not to 90, but to the 80, right? How weird would that look? So... I think in this case, it look a lot rounder, so... yeah. Like this. Then I kind of points it down right here a little bit. It was okay. It looks more decrepit than laying down. Because how horses lay down is they kind of slinky their legs like this, rather than how humans do it, where they just fully extend them. I just can't get that leg right. But for what I have done, this is pretty good. For like how, from where I started. Alright. I did that in 2 minutes. Is that not good? Like, for where I started, where I was earlier? Something like... Yeah, let's try and look around here. Why did this open into Paint direct immediately? That's actually kind of nice. That's not what I want. This took me like an hour. This took me, say, a couple minutes. This took way too long. This, I'd say, took me about half an hour. And this was like me putting everything together. So I think I've done pretty good, because it looks a lot more MLP, where it's just like, you can kind of see how long this one's body is, and this, in this example, you can kind of see how long their body is. Where like it's like that length. Now it's like this length. A lot more MLP, where it's like higher. Where when it comes to like this proportion, this is, let's say this is 1, and then this would be like maybe like a 0.9 or something, or 0.8, I don't know. But like you can see in here, this is probably like a 1 and a 1. It's probably equal in terms of length as it is to height. When I want a length to be, I want the length to be actually shorter than the height. Alright. It's kind of 12 a.m. and it's really late. Which is kind of late for me, so I think I might end stream. I'm gonna try and aim for 5 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna aim for 5 o'clock tomorrow. I think I made a lot of progress in terms of my art. Tomorrow, I think what I want to do is a unique pose within, like, that's in this style. A unique pose in this style. I might just play another game, to be honest, but I might also just, okay, what I'm thinking about doing tomorrow, to be honest, is like, wait, let me save my progress before I go, actually. Let me make sure I save this progress. Oh, did I already save it? No, I didn't save the second version. File, save as, PNG. And then let's do 3. And 1200. 1200. And save. What I want to do is, tomorrow, I might actually do 2 separate stream segments. One around 5 p.m. and then another around 9 p.m. And then I'll do like a cutoff line around like 11 p.m. And I might even start stream sooner, to be honest, because I just want to draw and play more. Draw more. I'm gonna be honest. I want to draw more, but I also don't want to just eliminate my game time, because I still want to play like my regular amount of games. So I think I might do 2 segments tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking about doing. Anyway, oh, I'm gonna go head out now. All right. Just in case you haven't muted. There. Alright, good night, Gnarpy. I don't know if you can hear what I'm saying right now, but good night. I was recording this whole time. Oh. No. That's such a big file. That is terrible.